Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, this story is about to it is actually going down, and a lot of people are also going to go down. So the judge has actually asked that the federal judge has ordered documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be released. I mean, unseal all the names so people will know who is who. And it happened that it is about 180 something names that will be released to the world, probably 2nd of January, if I am not mistaken. And it looks like this is going to be, I mean, there is going to be an uproar. You all already know. And some are going to be one of your favorites that we don't know this is what they have been doing and all that. But I am really very happy that, I mean, nobody should be hidden. Nobody should be covered. Whoever that is involved, his associates and all that, let the name be released so people will know who is who and all that. And you all already know what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. He committed so, and yes. And some people are like, are you sure that man did not travel abroad and the rest of it? I don't know. So what we are waiting for is to see the names of 100 and something associates that he's been working with. Let's get into this video.
And I'ma hold y'all hand when I say this. 2023 is truly about to go out with the biggest bang we ever thought, as Jeffrey Epstein's associates are about to get unsealed. Over 150 celebrity names. Some of your faves, allegedly. But it won't be alleged in 14 days. Judge Loretta Preska, let's pray for her, because girl, you're about to open Pandora's box bad. 177 people will be identified across hundreds of files, which will shed new light on the late financier's trafficking operations and his network of influence. She ordered this on Monday, that in 14 days, these names will all be released. January 1st, you know that's a holiday, so January 2nd, expect chaos. Friends, recruiters, victims, and other names who will be revealed when the material is released. As Jeffrey Epstein's associates are about to get unsealed.
Let me tell you something. I ran to make this fucking video. Jeffrey Epstein not only had an office at Harvard, boy, do I mean an office at Harvard University, a place of learning and an Ivy League school. His ass had an office in there. Also had major connections to Victoria's Secret and with recruiting models for Victoria's Secret through his relationship with CEO of Victoria's Secret, Lex Wexner. Jeffrey Epstein also had ties to, you guessed it, the former prime minister of Israel. So when I tell you that Jeffrey Epstein's connections will unveil so much about the world, it is not even, it can't even be comprehended how much information would come out if it was truly released, all the associates this man had. This man was hanging out with prime ministers, presidents, celebrities, educators, like well-known professors. So like all these different groups of people have connections to Jeffrey Epstein. And what is the connection that all these people have to Jeffrey Epstein? Allegedly, it is what he was doing on them fucking islands and them girls he was bringing in, them children he was bringing in. So I just need y'all to know now. If you're scared for your faves, any of your faves that you love so much, they probably on that motherfucking list. They probably getting released. And I just need y'all to deal with that now. Lastly, if you still shopping at Victoria's Secrets, just know you are supporting people who had major connections to Jeffrey Epstein, allegedly. So do with that what you will.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity. Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators' victims' names to be made public January 1st. Release it now. What's all this extra time? Why are you giving these motherfuckers extra time to get their affairs in order? Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. They shouldn't get no time. They should be surprised. But I am curious to know. I am very curious to know who were the co-conspirators. I'm very curious to know. The victim's name's also gonna be released too, so. But watch. Just watch. Right around that time, some shit's gonna happen. Watch. I be knowing this shit, man. The government's gonna shut down in January. Aliens have landed in Las Vegas. A volcano erupted at the T-Mobile Arena. The reason I'm saying T-Mobile Arena because I'm looking at it right now. I'm making moves. Anyways, release those names, okay? Release them names. And if you're on that, if you're one of the co-conspirators and we know who you are, I'm never letting that go. I will never let that go, bro, because you one of the Anyways, let me just wait.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmadai Shakur. So it's just been reported, this is breaking news, that a federal judge has ordered for the list of 100 redacted names involved in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal to be released. Let's get into it. Now it says, according to reports, that a federal judge in New York has ordered the unsealing of dozens of documents naming people linked to the disgraced financier and sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The documents are expected to identify more than 180 people, including associates, victims, investigators, and journalists who covered the case. Some of the names will remain under seal, including those belonging to minor victims who never spoke publicly about the case, and a person who the judge said was wrongly identified as an alleged perpetrator by a reporter. This is all so shocking and clearly nefarious. Please pay attention. I can guarantee you that some people are shaking in their boots at this point. Now, mind you, when I say clearly nefarious, I don't mean that them exposing the list is nefarious. I simply mean that those people, the 180 names that are on the list, well, they're likely nefarious. Please pay attention. But one woman has asked the court not to release her name, arguing that it could put her at risk for physical harm. Now, U.S. District Court Judge Loretta Preska outlined the reasoning in a 51-page order on Monday. The order comes as part of a 2015 lawsuit between Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre and his former lover and accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, the case was settled in 2017, but the judge indicated in hearings in 2021 and 22 that the names would not remain sealed indefinitely. Giuffre has alleged that Epstein and Maxwell trafficked her when she was 17 years old. She's now in her 30s. Some of the names have been withheld in some documents, but belong to people who have either spoken publicly about their connections to Epstein, and they have already been identified in other court documents or were identified in Maxwell's trial. Other documents already unsealed in the case include portions of the 2016 deposition of Ronaldo Rizzo, a former private chef for the hedge fund manager Glenn Dubin, who claimed Epstein and Maxwell came over with a disoriented 15-year-old Swedish girl. Epstein died in Manhattan in a jail cell in 2019. His death was ruled self-inflicted. Federal investigators upheld the designation in a 128-page report released in June. I mistakenly said at the beginning of this video that it was 100 names, but no, it is in fact, as I said later, 180 names. This is about to get real interesting, people, so brace yourselves for impact. At the end of the day, there is nothing hidden that shall remain hidden. And the truth is coming out all around us. Please pay attention.
To get unsealed. Over 150 celebrities.
The year 2024 is about to be a year of reckoning, and I am so here for it. We've all been waiting. We have all been waiting for information to come out about Jeffrey Epstein and about Les Wexner. And by we all, like, I know society, but here in Columbus, Ohio, specifically, because the things that have gone down in Jeff Epstein and Les Wexner's mansion in New Albany, which is very close to Columbus. New Albany, the entire fucking city development is basically because of Les Wexner and Jeff Epstein. Because obviously before Jeff Epstein passed away, him and Les Wexner ran Columbus and ran New Albany specifically. Not to mention that infamous, dirty, disgusting mansion where most harm has happened is here. This moment, once the information comes out and more people are named, I think that this is going to be a moment of liberation for so many people here in Ohio who have been waiting to say something in safety, to be able to say the things that they know have happened. We can't wait for some of the awful things that have happened to finally be said, especially all of these celebrities that come in here and feel empowered and emboldened to hurt our people as well, under the protection of Jeffrey Epstein and Les Wexner. Oh no, the reckoning's coming. And when you see your beloved celebrities who you love so much be a part of this and part of their list, you should be taking that love and demanding better, demanding accountability, demanding that they no longer harm people in the ways that they have. That's how you show love. This is also going to be a very triggering time for folks who have experienced a lot of harm. I hope that people feel empowered to say something. There's so many people here who need to say something. But that's their journey, not mine. And it's not just going to be celebrities that are going to be experiencing a reckoning. It's not just celebrities. It's also going to be elected officials, because we are not voting in Zionists in 2024. The entire U.S. House is up. A third of the U.S. Senate is up for re-election. I think that 2024 is going to be the year of reckoning, the year of accountability, and the year of change, where people build collective power together and the people take what is ours back. This moment has almost happened so many times. What happened with Ghislaine Maxwell? Why wouldn't we get information then? Let's go.
Bitch, let me tell you. Thank you so much, Jules, for stitching that creator's video. I'm so sorry. I listen, if you know Jules, go look at her video, because she talks about the same thing, but tell me why a federal judge just ordered the documents, yes, the sealed documents that contain Jeffrey Epstein's associates, over 150 celebrities and well over 300 total politicians. It's about to be unsealed. More than 150 people are expected to be identified in early January. So the total 150 people are high-ranking celebrities, A-listers. Diddy, we on your ass. You know we coming after you, okay? We know you was on that island. Don't even try to deny it. Okay, so he had an office, Jeffrey Epstein, okay? He had an office in Harvard, and he had ties to Victoria's Secret. Remember when they said Naomi Campbell was one of the peoples, along with Chrissy Teigen, that was recruiting those girls, taking them to that island and drugging them and then feeding them pizza afterwards? This checks out, because the man had ties to Victoria's Secret, and also he had ties to none other than, bitch, you guessed it, Israel. Y'all remember way back when the Taliban was on their X account and they was singing like a bird, and they decided to button it up after that? Somehow, some way, I feel like they knew what was coming down the pipeline, and they gave us a little gave us a nudge. You should go ahead and look into Israel when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, because they pulled I had heard that Jeffrey Epstein ain't dead, and I had heard that Jeffrey Epstein may be chilling overseas somewhere. Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, girl, but what I do know is that they finna unlock that list, and like my good sis who put the information out said, 2023 is going out with a bang. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking a bang big enough to bang them bunkers. Do you understand? Baby, I can't wait for this list to drop. I cannot wait for this list to drop, okay? This is ordered by a federal judge. That's a tippy top of the judicial system. Baby, it's about to go down. Keep your eyes peeled, because the list that we were receiving prior to this, I swear for God, if I see the Obamas on there, I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm going to feel some type of way. I don't think he was there, but I'm going to be looking at that list, and we're going to go through it together, because we need to know. We need to know. I already know for that, because some people have said that Russell Simmons was on that list and that Diddy was on that list. We know Diddy was on that list, but I'm interested to see who else is on that list. Chrissy, we're watching. We're watching. Because they said you was the one that was bringing them pizza. We need to know. We need to know. Because they were, something about Victoria's Secret having ties to Jeffrey Epstein, and they would supply the models. And by models, I don't think that they mean the models that was on the runway. I think that they had several different auditions, and there was group A and group B. Group A, they're the models that are on the show and that do certain things. And then group B was the models that they sold pipe dreams to, told that you were going to be everything amazing in the world, XYZ, but they really was on that island. And told them that what went down over there was a part of their initiation, and it was a part of them, getting to the other side, and that if they wanted to work in this industry, then they would have to keep their mouth shut. I don't mean to be insensitive. I really don't. But this is such a win for the whole world, because we need to know how they're all connected. This is a level of ugliness and demonry, okay? Demonic BS that we need to be fully aware of, and that we need to scope the scenery out when it comes to our kids, when it comes to adults. We need to scope the scenery out when it comes to sexual assault. Now, since Israel decided they wanted to speak so loudly and proudly about sexual assault, let's see if Bibi on that list. I want to see who on that. I want to see it. I guarantee you Bibi on that list. Since you seem to speak so loudly about sexual assault, they can only do two things. They can stop the list from coming, or they can let the list go and let it flow. They can also attempt to try and amend that list, but baby, you can't hide, okay? I'm excited to see. I want to see it. I want to see it. They already ordered it. It's been ordered. Give us the list.
Alrighty, y'all. So, just got some new information regarding the Jeffrey Epstein case. It's going to be a whirlwind. And shout out to my sis Nene for pointing this out to me. And I dug a little bit deeper just to get more research in terms of the case and the proceedings and things of that nature involving Jeffrey Epstein. And y'all, we got a doozy. And as I say on any video concerning anything legal, I am not a lawyer. I'm not giving any legal advice yet. So we just got notification that the list that was originally sealed in Jeffrey Epstein's case regarding the list of associates that he was involved with, that was originally sealed by Epstein's attorney. The judge has now granted that their record be unsealed, and that is over 150 plus names, meaning we gonna see who really bout it. So federal judge orders documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be unsealed. Now, if you're unaware, Jeffrey Epstein did unalive himself in 2019. He was facing federal charges for SA as well as trafficking. And as we know, anything concerning trafficking, that's federal. Bells start ringing, and, this is where we are currently. So more than 150 people are expected to be identified in early January. So that's literally, 2 weeks from now? So we'll see who actually is on the list. Now, as I mentioned before, originally his legal team did request that those court documents be sealed, but I know a lot of people had questions in regards to, is it possible to seal records in both civil and federal cases? It actually is. So a party seeking to file a document under a seal, and we'll just use this as a case in civil, you have to file the procedures of the presiding judge in most cases, and especially in concerning federal. And I know there are going to be some questions like, well, how can they seal a court case? Court cases are usually public record. It depends on the judge as well as the state, and obviously if it's civil or a federal case. Federal court cases can be sealed, and there are several reasons as to why a federal court may decide to seal a case. Common reasons include protective sensitive information or classified information, safeguarding trade secrets or proprietary information, as well as, at least in this case, preserving the privacy of individuals involved and ensuring the integrity of an ongoing investigation. And what I think is happening in terms of the public, because I saw this in the state of California as well, and as you know, this is Jeffrey Epstein's case was filed in New York. California has this law to where and most states do, honestly, where the public has a full right to know what you were accused of, what you were found guilty of, in the grand scheme of public safety. So that's probably why the judge said, oh no, unseal them and unseal them now. And normally, in order to file a motion to leave under seal, you have to file a document with the court, which is probably what his attorneys at the time probably did, and the judge granted it. So yeah. Now, whoever is on this list, when I was doing my research, I saw a little bit of inkling of a couple names, but they haven't made it fully clear why people are listed on this list, what their connection is, and I think they're about to pull everybody's card now. Why? Now, we do want to also keep in mind that these documents are a part of an already settled civil suit alleging Epstein's one-time partner who facilitated the abuse. And this is the presiding judge, currently Judge Loretta Preska, set to release for January 1st, giving anyone who objects to their documents becoming public time to object. Her ruling, though, said as some individuals have given media interviews and their names should not stay private. So, essentially, Miss Loretta ain't playing with nobody. But I do see that she is giving time for the people whose names are associated and possibly on that list for them to get legal representation to fight it and file a motion to have their name redacted. But all of this to say, Hollywood as we know it, crumbling.
People are expected to be identified in early January. So
they've been unsealing that list since 2020. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. By the time they unseal that list, they giving you a date for when they gonna unseal the list, and they already know who's on there. They are not gonna prosecute not one of them people. Them people is making laws to lock you down right now. How the hell? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't care who Jeffrey Epstein touched. They wanted him to touch him. That's what they did. They wanted him. They wanted to be next to a celebrity. Jeffrey Epstein ain't around to pay for none of his crimes. We already know who's on the goddamn list. Everybody. Everybody. Elon's there. Trump is there. All the people. But my whole thing is, y'all don't care. And they know you don't care. But expect some bombs to go off for them people go.
And I'ma hold y'all hand when I say this. 2023.
Baby, she ain't lying. Because let me tell you something. We already know the Clintons, the Gates, and one more person were on the list of flights, right? And I've been said that nigga didn't kill himself. They killed him because he said, if I go down, I'm taking everybody down with me. I'm taking everybody down with me. And the thing is, they have to put that Maxwell chick in fucking protective custody because they know she next. She next. Because guess what? They gonna come to her and say, look here, girl. We got the bodies. Start talking or your ass will continue to see here. You know what she gonna start doing? Woo! She gonna sing it, baby. Because guess what? Why am I only one sitting here? Why am I... Baby, they about to... Whoop, whoop. Baby, at this point, just overthrow the damn government. Shit!
So this is all I got from this video, and it looks like it's going to be a very early New Year present for a lot of people because so many people are waiting for the list. Not just them. I am also waiting because anything that got to do with SA is something really like, something people shouldn't take lightly, something people should take very seriously, someone who has been doing some certain things and all that. And it looks like also some of your favorite people might actually be on the list, because the judge has already ordered that all his associates names and all that the people that are also operating with him should be unsealed. And you all know what that means. So many people are going down. And it is about 100 and something names. 180 something names. I mean, it's going to be a very long list. And the fact that this man is well connected, from what everybody is saying, and also from the things that I was able to read and all that, Jeffrey is very, very connected. And all this while, they have been trying to conceal everything. But I am really very happy that the judge has asked them to release all the names so people will know who is who and all that. And not just only how connected he is also working with Victoria's Secret. He also has got offices in some schools too and all that. And you know what that means? Like, you know, somebody scouting for, I don't know if that scouting is correct word to use, but somebody that works with Victoria's Secret, it means he is always on the move to bring people. I just don't want to, like, I am trying so hard to avoid some sort of things, like, you know, bringing in people for people, you know, and some might actually be underage and all that. Man, I really cannot wait for all this to be reviewed. I cannot even wait to, like, you know, see all the people that are involved, people that have been hiding, people that we just know on the surface and we don't know what they do inside. Because this is going to be a very, 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 I mean, like, January, how many days to come? In few days now, probably in less than 13, 14 days, the list will be all out. And yeah, so I hope, like, you know, everybody, like that, nobody should not let them leave no stone unturned. Let everybody that is involved, let them all come out and let us know them. Let their names be published. Let's know who is who. Let's know the people that have been the bad people, the bad guys and all that. This is just all I have. I just want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.